Hello again, it's your friendly neighborhood host, JT Wheatley, back for another edition of the History Comics Podcast, this time on another edition of the Classics with Point Blank by Ed Brubaker and Collin Wilson, which was a 5-issue miniseries released back from August to December of 2002 that was part of the larger DC Wildstorm universe, featuring the original characters of Cold Cash / the Grifter, who in this gritty crime noir mystery tries to find out who it was to try to kill his friend and former Black Ops member John Lynch, who's now been put into a coma. Sure enough, some crazy questions get revealed. This is a classic crime noir, but done in a superhero style, and the ultimate reveal is a truly one of the great twists in comic books in recent years. Ed Brubaker hadn't quite made a name for himself as one of the comic book's best crime writers, but he really shows off here, mixing in that crime noir mystery with the superhero genre, and it really works great in the DC Wildstorm universe, which is like, and it was sadly this period of the DC Wildstorm, it was after Jim Lee had left Image and sold it to DC, but Wildstorm was still its own separate universe, where it really did shine. You got to see experimental stories like this that didn't quite fit into the standard superhero genre, though still work brilliantly, and you got these great cool mysteries and so forth. And like I said, I wish they had kept the DC Wildstorm line separate from DC. I hate that it's now merged with the overall DC universe. I know it's kind of cool to see Grifter and Batman fight, but it's just once again, DC's overstuffing itself with too many heroes from all these other different companies, and sometimes it's best just to leave things separate. And Wildstorm is a prime example. I wish they stayed separate, because this story is a great read by itself. It also fits in great with Collin Wilson's gorgeous art, which has a nice gritty crime noir feel to it. And like I said, it's a nice, quick read. It was a 5-issue miniseries. It goes by real quick. And it's also the prequel to the equally brilliant Sleeper series that follows this up, particularly one character that comes out of it. And yes, I will definitely be addressing that series next. But yeah, if you want to read a cool, nice story with a nice twist to it, check out Point Blank by Ed Brubaker and Collin Wilson, because that is a frequently underrated and forgotten classic.
Great things are coming on the Nerd Bliss podcast. We're changing up our presentation while keeping the candidness that you enjoy. We'll cover all your favorite shows and movies, with maybe a few surprises along the way. And you, yes you, will have opportunities to be on our show on a regular basis. That's right, you've got the Zoom Pro account, and we're going to use it. So be ready. Find us at nerdblisspodcast.com and esonetwork.com, and on all the socials at NerdBlissPod. Nerd Bliss. Listen up.
Now is January 19th, 2023, time for the favorite comic book of the week. Nightwing number 100 by Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo, and various other artists, this is a great anniversary issue that finds Nightwing dealing with a prison break in Bloodhaven set off by Heartless, all while being bookend where Nightwing and Batman go to visit Alfred Pennyworth's grave, where they have a heart-to-heart about both their past and their futures. This is just a fantastic issue that really celebrates everything that makes Nightwing great, and how he is not a Batman clone. He's his own separate superhero, and a prime example is how he deals with the prison break in a very brilliant way, because Nightwing, he's not a dark, brooding superhero. He's a more inspirational superhero. He's also someone who doesn't mind working with his team members, and he gives a call to his fellow Titans, who naturally help out. But also, there's a great callback, some villains that show up from Nightwing's past as well. But the main appeal of this issue is those scenes between Nightwing and Batman. As simply put, the two of them say something to one another. The fans of these characters have been wanting them to say to each other for years. It's so good. And the heartfelt, and you'll get a little misty-eyed. I mean, I don't know. Someone was apparently cutting onions when I was reading this comic. It got to me that well. It's just a wonderful read. Tom Taylor does just a brilliant job with Nightwing, make him just such a fun, great superhero you just love. And his relationships, not just with Batman, but also his girlfriend, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, his friends and teammates, his new half-sister, who's now the mayor of Bloodhaven. Just a great read. And with Bruno Redondo's gorgeous artwork, along with the other artists to help out, this is easily DC's best ongoing series right now, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So good, so fun, just a great read in general. So yes, That is my favorite comic book of the week. And with that, see me again next week for another edition of Classics. And until then, go and enjoy yourself a good comic book. If you can, check out Point Blank, because that is a true classic.